Welcome to part 8 of the guitar pick tray series. Today we are going to finish op 2. We're going to surface the backside of our pick tray so we get a nice beautiful surface finish, and then we're going to perform a chamfering operation so that we break any sharp edges. So to do that, we are going to go ahead and go to 2D face. We are going to go to our tools. We're going to our 770, our Tormach library, and selecting again the Tormach 38mm shell mill, which is 1.5 inches in diameter. We are at 7,500 RPM, 40 inches per minute, with a feed per tooth at 1.3 thousandths. We're going to go to geometry, and now we need to select the contour around the back of our guitar pick tray here. So we'll go ahead and select that contour. We'll go to our top heights, and now we have to be careful here because we left 20 thousandths worth of stock on the back surface of our pick tray here when we did the 3D adaptive clearing. So we want to make sure that our top height is model top plus the 20 thousandths that we left over. So we'll make that 20 thousandths, and then we're going to make our retract height from the feed height. So let's see here. Okay, our model top is 20 thousandths, our model bottom is the top of our model, and our heights look fine. So now we'll go to the passes tab. The first thing that we shall tackle is our step over. So again, rule of thumb, 50% to 75% the diameter of the tool. I'm going to use 50%, which is 0.75 or 750 thousandths. For direction, I am going to go climb cut because I want to cut in one direction. In my opinion, it leaves the best surface finish. Okay. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do, so I'm not checking multiple depths because I know only 20 thousandths was left on top, which is usually the depth of cut I use for the face mill. So we should be able to do that in one depth of cut. I'm going to go to linking and make sure that we again check extend before retract so that the tool goes all the way off our part before retracting and starting another pass. That will reduce any type of swirl marks or any tool marks that would degrade our surface finish. So now I'm going to click OK. We should see our tool path generated. All right. So now I'm going to right click and simulate. And it should go rather quickly, so I will just slow it down a little bit. There we go. So we're picking up. We are cutting in one direction, just taking off that 20 thou that's left over on the top. All right, there we go. So that does it for the facing operation. And now we will go ahead and we will perform the chamfer. So we'll go up to 2D. We'll go to 2D chamfer. Again, same tool as from the previous tutorial. So we are going to select from the Tormach library the 45-degree lemur chamfer from Gorilla Tools. It's a 1/4 inch in diameter. Select OK. For our spindle speed, we're at 4,000 RPM, 20 inches per minute, so that's nice and slow. And our feed per tooth is 1.25 thousandths. For geometry, we are going to select the edge of our top surface, so this contour. All right, there we go. That looks good. We'll go into heights, and again, we're going to have to adjust our heights. So we want our top height to be model top, and we will set this to our feed height so that all looks good. Now we'll go into our passes tab. Again, I want a 15 thousandths chamfer, so that's what I'm going to enter. And just remember, if you did for some reason model in the chamfer when you designed your part, that you would have to leave the chamfer width to 0, and then Fusion would do that chamfer for you. So if you run into an error where it says you can't perform a chamfer, chances are that you modeled the chamfer in and you need to leave your chamfer width at 0. But I did not model my chamfer in, so this is a hard edge. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 15 thousandths there. The chamfer tip offset is fine, and we don't need to worry about chamfer clearance because there is no side walls in our way right now. I'm going to enable smoothing and feed optimization. And finally, in the linking tab, I prefer 45 degrees instead of 90. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And that completely finishes our part. I'm just going to go ahead, right click and simulate. We'll slow it down just a little bit. There we go. So that's going to finish off our part, and you'll now see it performed on the Tormach. Thank you for tuning in.
Bang.